Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm at you guys today with a Pokemon sales data video, and there's a little bit to go over today and some speculation on a couple of other things. So from Rocket Set, we only have one card. It's the Dark Charizard. It was a first edition PSA 9, sold for $1,115. Not a record price point, not at the bottom, somewhere in the middle, settling, kind of condensing right now. I don't know what my hair is doing. Gym Challenge, we have a Giovanni's Nidorino, first edition PSA 10, sold for $92. Sabrina, first edition PSA 10, sold for $311. It's a little bit lower than what we've seen her in the past. I think like $450 was the last one. Sabrina's Alakazam, big dip. Went from like $1,300. This first edition PSA 10 sold for $720. That $1,300 ones, I think that was a foreign one from like the UK. Anyone that's from Australia, the UK, anyone in Europe, those people are going to, see you later, Al. Those people are going to pay such a premium for that card so they don't have to pay the income taxes, from buying it from America. But either way, I still don't think it deserves a $600 haircut. Maybe it does. I don't know. Lieutenant Surge's Pikachu, first edition PSA 10, sold for $235. I'm probably going to sell mine for around $200 later on tonight, or that's what I'll put it out there for, just because I need to liquidate a lot of my collection. Base set, there's a couple of these guys. We have a Zapdos first edition PSA 9, sold for $1525. That card has also taken the BGS first edition BGS 9 was almost selling for like $4,000. Then my friend couldn't sell it for $3,000. I don't know what he sold it at. But this first edition PSA 9 sold for $1525. Hella low. By the dip. So, Shadowless Charizard PSA 9, so for $7,850. That is continuing to dip as well. That was getting up to almost 20. It was like $15,000. Went to 12, went to 10, went to 9, $7,850 now. If this is something that you want, now is a good time to buy. It's literally about half of what it was. So, this is something that I would definitely, if you're looking to buy, this is what I would do. I would buy now while you. And I'm not saying that this is the bottom. It can continue going down. $7,000, $6,000, $5,000, I don't know, but you're still getting it at a great discount compared to where it was to where it is now. Holiday seasons, bro. Ivysaur first edition PSA 10 sold for $960. Rattata first edition PSA 10 sold for $290. All of these are first edition PSA 10. Vulpix $355. Charmander $2,024. Pikachu, Yellow Cheeks $3,026. Growlithe $579. Electrode $546. Electrode's a rare card, so bet that Growlithe got more. That Growlithe's kind of a fan favorite. Fire puppet Pokemon is cute. Squirtle $1,586, and then we had a Shadowless Squirtle sell for $460. So that one happens to sell for about 1/4 of what the 10 does. Jungle, we have a Snorlax PSA 9 first edition. There's something a buddy of mine, actually Patreon member, mentioned to me. Eli says like, hey, this is still, like, what do you think of this? Like, is this still undervalued? I was like, yes it is. And the last one sold for $911. This one sold for $725. This is something that, again, if you want a Snorlax first edition PSA 9 and you don't want to spend over 5 figures to get the 10, you want to get the 9, now's the time. There's a bunch of them out there. You could definitely get it for under $1,000. X amount of years is gonna like steal. Just my opinion. Eevee first edition PSA 10 sold for $310. Wigglytuff artwork for the pack. There's a Jungle Pack Wigglytuff artwork first edition PSA 10 sold for $730. The rest of these are first edition PSA 10. Jungle Pikachu $248. Victory Bell non-hollow $140. Cubone $210. I love that card so freaking much, and that sold for $300 previously. So that's one of my favorite Pokemon. Partly because of the storyline that it does grab in the anime and in the games, where it just, well, in the anime not really, I guess Origins, but in the games where it wears the skull of its dead mother, and you can catch one. It's one of the first Pokemon with a weapon. It's just so cool. Love it so much. Meowth $125. Mankey $79. Persian $105. Meowth, I don't know if this is the one. I think this is the one that has Payday, which is not bad, but Catpaw, if you played the actual TCG game like Catpaw, it can damage the Pokemon that you have up front, on the playing field, or Catpaw can do 20 damage to one of your Pokemon on the bench. If you have like a fossil Pokemon, if you have whatever Pokemon on there that you're waiting to like evolve, wait until you get it can kill it. It's such a good card when you first get it out. It's so good, and I think that's why, because it's very, very playable. And that's probably why I got more than Persian. Persian got 105. Oddish got 77. Parasect got 78. Pinsir non-hollow got 113. Another Pikachu got 395. Pharaoh got 100. Bellsprout got 100. And two Goldines got 100. Fossil. Dragonite. First edition PSA 9 got 809. Hitmonlee first edition PSA 9 got 200, but that wasn't a real auction. It was like the starting bid, and for like someone just like did like the best offer, and the seller just accepted it. So at a true auction, I don't know what that would go for. Kabuto first edition PSA 10 sold for 120. Articuno non-hollow first edition PSA 9 sold for 91. Haunter first edition PSA 10 sold for 640. That was the hollow. Two Geodudes, both first edition, both 10s. The rest are first edition PSA 10. Two Geodudes sold for 100. Ekans sold for 100. Kabuto sold for 100. Shelder sold for 100. Another Kabuto sold for 100. Zubat sold for 100. Slowpoke sold for 160. And we had 2 packs as well. They were both Zapdos artworks, both first edition, both rated PSA 10. 640 and 620 were the sales. That is a bit lower than the Wigglytuffs, which sold for 730 in the Jungle set. So right now, the people have spoken. Jungle, they like a little bit better. Promos, we only had one. It was a 2016 X and Y promo. It was Pikachu, but it had the Megazard poncho. You know how it can wear the ponchos of other Pokemon. It's so cute. It's so adorable. PSA 10 sold for $1,100. I don't know how many there are, but people want it. And that is it for today. The rest of this stuff is about Tesla, which I will go over in my next video. Gents, lady courts, I love you all. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Let me know if there's anything else you want me to go over. Oh, before I forget. There is I ran into the guy, one of the guys that at the PWCC auction spent $150,100 for that trophy Kangaskhan. The first public sale, because again, I bought mine from Enlightened Bulbasaur privately, even though I tried to, maximize it just to bring attention to the hobby as much as possible. But the way he bought that was like me. He sold his Tesla stock to buy it. Absolutely incredible. I adore that because long term, I think that's the right move. And I like 95% of my stock portfolio is Tesla. So again, I thought it was really cool. We do the same things. It's great. But yeah, I just thought that was interesting. Oh, Rally. Rally is another thing I wanted to talk about. Rally is a company that took my idea when I went on E4 several months ago, saying, hey, I want to do buy this card, shares in the card, you can own shares in it. And everyone was like, nah, I can't do that. Nah, I can't do that. Well, someone freaking did it. So what I did was I messaged them because they valued the trophy Kangaskhan at $170,000. I was like, wait a minute. No, we've had one of my friends owns this card, and he declined $200,000. So this 170 is wrong. It's worth a lot more than that. Not maybe like 215, 225, maybe. But the lowest anyone's willing to go is that guy on eBay at 269. That's the lowest anyone's willing to go. So this is something that I think you're looking at. It's misgraded or it's misvalued by at least $50,000, in my opinion. So people were able to buy shares of this card at $8 a share until they reached the 170,000. And I think when that sells publicly again, those shares will go up. But I messaged them you're valuing this wrong. And I messaged their base set. They value first edition base set, the whole set, at $250,000. I was like, are you guys freaking kidding me? Charizard by itself is worth $300,000. The last one sold for $298,000. And you're valuing the whole set at $250,000? You guys are freaking insane. So they obviously, I think they mean well. I just think they just don't know what they're doing. I think they need someone to be able to, say hey, what is this valued? To do a correct valuation at. Right now, because they're in so many different things at once, I think they're spending a lot of money on marketing, spending a lot of money on these items, because they don't just do Pokemon. They do baseball, they do soccer cards, they do pretty much everything you could think of, and they want to sell shares of it. And I don't know how much to pay broker fees and all that, but I don't think they have enough money to pay someone to value each and everything correctly, especially like just Pokemon is just one thing that they do. So I mean, they haven't asked me, but even if they did, I don't have the time to do it. They'd have to pay me a lot to try to do it, and I don't know if it's worth it to them if Pokemon's not their only thing. If Pokemon was their only thing, and that's what okay, then yeah, they'd probably have enough to. But I mean, anyone that really knows Pokemon, and they want to switch careers, and maybe they're doing something that they don't like, or they're doing something that doesn't make them a lot of money. Yeah, they could do that. But I've heard SM Pratt get offers for people for like 50, 100 grand a year to do it, and there's like he just laughs at him just because a lot of these other companies are really undervalue how much money you can make in it, and trying to grade these cards, which again I know PSA can do and Beckett can do, and they probably pay those people that grade them probably minimum wage. But of course, for the most part, they're mostly grading cards. Well, some of them are pretty high, but a lot of what they do is unlimiteds, maybe first edition, commons, some uncommons. But to grade these types of things, I mean, I think that would do them well in the long run. If it was only they say like, hey, we need you to come in, a couple times a month to do it, yeah, I'd probably do that. So they haven't messaged me back yet, so I'll let you guys know. I'll keep you all posted. All right, now the real one. All right, I love you guys. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Again, comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. I love you all. Bye.